Hey everybody, it's Kieran Murray here once again in the Audi, taking a little spin with my friend. This week it's Stephanie Prosser.
Hi.
Stephanie hates video, so this is going to be very interesting.
I
I hope I did this in the group. I think I did this in the group. Pretty sure. Let's see if someone comes on and says we're in the group. Hopefully we're not like on my personal profile. Well, either way we do it, we're going. So we're just leaving the casino now. There's Travis Long. Wave to Travis.
Oh, yeah.
And we're driving by Stephanie's truck that she bought from Jake Weidenbach.
I did.
So, and we're in a car that I bought from Jake Weidenbach. Let me, hold on.
Go, Jake.
There, I think that's better. All right, so we got one person on. We'll see if we're in the group here in a second. I'm pretty sure we are. So, there's
I
two?
see Candy. Yep.
Here's Candy Canard. Okay. I think we're in the, I'm pretty sure we're in the group. I don't know why I'm stressing about this, but hey. So anyway, gang, we're here with Stephanie Prosser, who's, I've been excited to get her in the car because she has used some different tools that we have at Ignite U. So this is going to be fun. So first of all, tell me, how long have you been with Ignite U, by the way? Like 2 years?
No. I want to say 16 months.
Okay, 16 months.
Year and a half.
I thought you were going to come back and say, no, 3 years.
No, 10 years. What are you talking about?
So about 16 months. We're going to come back to that. So tell me about your business now. What do you do?
So my business now, since I've joined, I actually was in a partnership, and I went solo all by myself in September. So a lot has changed since September, and I would say since then this group has helped me grow, give me positive vibes, and show me that I can do it on my own. And I have been. I feel like rocking it. So I have 85% of my business comes from this group, or referrals from within this group.
Okay, we're going to come back to that. 85%. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I asked what you did, and you didn't tell us yet.
Oh.
So
I thought everybody knew that. So I have Prosser Construction. We do residential remodeling, which includes everything pretty much, but everything but electrical and plumbing. We subcontract that out. And I use, Brian from our group for all that.
Brian Harding.
Yeah. And I've started using DNR Electric in our group too. They're pretty awesome.
Right on. We got to get them back into the room.
I have yet to meet them, but I talk to them on the phone all the time.
That's awesome. So you do construction, everything except electrical and plumbing. And for those, you just sub out to other members of the group, so
Yes.
they're benefiting as well.
I use as much as I can at our group.
That's awesome. So when you joined originally, though, you weren't in the construction business.
No.
You joined with a whole different business that I bet
I did.
95% of the people in Ignite U don't know that you did. What was that?
Probably not. So I had my own. I made metal art as a hobby. I still do that, but I don't really have time for it anymore. So all that equipment just sits in my garage and collects dust. And I did security cameras actually in the cannabis industry with a partnership. So
I never knew that.
Yeah, Building and Security Solutions. When I first joined, it was Building and Security Solutions. He doesn't even know.
So did you do two businesses at that point?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was
Yeah.
just wow.
I know. I've come a long ways.
Yeah. So you drop those, and then so now you're just doing the construction. And when you flipped to the construction, you were doing it as a partnership, but now it's just you.
Yes, now it's just me. And I've always flipped houses on my own. I've been doing that for 8 years. That's part of the building and security solutions side. But I only did my own houses. I never did residential or commercial or worked for anybody else other than my own projects.
So where did you learn to do all this construction stuff? And you're not doing, you have a team of people who are doing it.
I have a crew now.
But you're overseeing it.
Yes, I oversee it. I learned on my own. YouTube videos.
I knew that answer.
I really did. I learned the hard way, but that's how you learn, by making those mistakes and doing it again and figuring it out.
Did you guys hear that? YouTube videos. She learned her business and how to do this construction stuff with YouTube videos.
Well,
but
and some HGTV, but they're so full of it. They make it seem all easy and simple, and it's not.
Oh, I love that, man. So, you guys can go start your own construction company now. Just go to YouTube and you can figure out how to do all of it, man.
The management side of it, I went to school. I have my business degree, my bachelor's in business, but again, that's not really hands-on. My corporate job before that is where I got all my management skills. I worked for Department of Defense, and I did all the overseas contracting for contractors in Iraq and Afghanistan and Kuwait.
Wow.
So I know government contracting really well, which is where I hope to take my business in the next 6 years in construction.
Wow. Okay. So, construction biz, you've been in by yourself since September, and you had mentioned that 85% of your business comes through our group.
It does.
Are
Or
you
referrals within our group that people have introduced me over time.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, it's amazing.
So what is, well, here, let's just do some quick math, because I know originally we were talking about that you were generating 10 grand a month through Ignite You, but that number's got to actually be significantly different now.
Yes, it is.
So on an average month, not from Ignite You, just from what are you producing without giving away any secrets, but what do you got coming in on a monthly basis?
It's different. Every job is different, but I do a lot of work with ServPro. They're giving me more and more and more these days, which is awesome. It's busy, and Advanta Clean is similar to ServPro, and I mean, just 2 jobs a month with them is over $10,000, because they go in and pretty much tear apart and dry it out, and I go put it back together. So, and I feel like every month I get introduced to more and more real estate agents, and I go do handyman work for them. It's just spreading like wildfire.
So what would you guess is an average month for you right now?
Probably
so
15 to 20.
15 to 20 grand a month,
Yeah,
and then
gross.
Gross, and then 85% of that is coming via the connection with Ignite You.
Yes.
So if we're talking about 20 grand, we're talking about $18,000 a month of that. That's insane.
Yes.
So it's at least that 10 grand that we were talking about before, but probably significantly
It's
even
growing.
more.
I haven't done all those numbers. My bookkeeper's figuring that, Renee. But
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. So you're using Brian for the plumbing and stuff, you're using DNR for the electrical, you're getting referral people in the group, and then you also hired someone within the group that's doing your books now, Renee Carchisi, right?
And I use James with Fox Doors and Windows all the time now, and I use Rustin with Hometown Heating and Cooling. I've made all these awesome connections. They're like my friends now. We call each other and help each other out all the time. It's awesome.
So you're supporting their businesses, which is awesome.
As much as I can, yeah.
Wow. So tell me, this is the funny part. So I don't know how long it was, but for quite a while, we didn't get you in the room as much as I wanted you to be in the room, because you were just making every excuse in the book that you didn't want to come see me. Whatever, you didn't like me, you didn't like my hairdo, the way I parted my hair
That's exactly
in the middle. I don't know what it was, but you were using a tool then in our group that you were still having massive success. Tell me about that.
I was extremely busy and doing 19 hats, so I couldn't make it. It wasn't you, it was me.
It's not you, it's me.
It's me. So I tried to, the best I could do was stay active on Facebook, and I feel like it really helped. I use everybody in the group as much as I can personally, and what I do is I just post about them, just saying thank you for whatever service or product I bought from you, and I would just try to always every night check in with everybody and say hi and give comments, and I think that kept me at the forefront of everybody's mind. And so when something came up, people would always tag me. They remembered me and tagged me, and I can't look at Facebook very often, usually at the end of the day, and so people would tag me and would really help me out. So it was awesome.
So you got to about 10 grand a month via Ignite You without attending very often, which obviously I never recommend anybody, but you did it with our private membership only Facebook group for just our members.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
It's the only way I could, kind of like what Zach's doing right now. He can't make it to the meetings, and he wants to be here, but he stays really active, and it keeps you at the forefront, I think, of people's minds.
So had we not had that Facebook group, you wouldn't have made those connections at all, would you? None.
No.
That is crazy.
That page is awesome. I love that page.
All right. So, by the way, folks, we're pulling in here to Classy Chassis. They sponsor this section of the drive. They give me some free car washes.
I was like, yes,
So-
car wash.
So you knew the free car wash was coming?
Yeah, I watched the video. Yeah. That's why I went on this ride. Get my
The only
free
reason
car
she went on the ride is to get the free car wash. So this free car wash from Classy Chassis goes to Stephanie
Woohoo,
Walsh.
thank you. Walsh.
There's the man. Are you cold?
No.
You are too? You all bundled up? You're
Well,
freezing.
you know, you have to be out here.
Just said my last
could've
name
wear
was Walsh.
shorts.
That's crazy.
All right, man. Thanks.
Thanks.
You just called me Stephanie Walsh.
I did?
Yes. I think maybe you're saying Wash. As we're going through the car wash, you called me Walsh.
Stephanie Prosser. Can't believe I did that. So, that was my man, Bobby Brown.
Really?
Well, I don't
Bobby
know if
Brown?
I actually don't know if his last name was Brown.
I was like, really?
But his name is Bobby. And he's been here at the Classy Chassis for like 15 years.
Oh, wow.
So,
I like this place. I come here. I bring my boat here every year and get it all spiffy.
these guys are awesome. You know they're members, right?
I do.
They are Ignite You members. Okay, so let's get back to it. So you were up to 10 grand a month because you were active in the group. You were commenting on other people's stuff. You were
Engaging.
you were engaging,
Yes, engaging.
and that was with limited time because you were working during the day, so you had to do some stuff at night, right?
Yep, I did pretty much.
That is
everything at night.
crazy. Okay, I'm pulling in here. I don't want to die in the car wash. All right. Oh, let me make sure my... Okay, so we're going to keep talking. In a second here, we'll stop because the car wash will be right overhead of us. You won't be able to hear us. But so $10K a month, and then you decided at some point, I don't know, remember when it was, that you should start showing up into the room. And now, if the numbers we were just talking about, actually, since you started showing up in the room, you've increased what you're bringing in. You've almost doubled it.
I have, yeah.
So you're wow. So tell me, when was it that you made that transition and you said, I need to start showing up in the room and
I want
doing
to
stuff?
say it was about December. I started, well, it was always on my calendar. It's on there every, Tuesday and Friday. But, in construction, it slows down a little bit in the winter, so they say. That's what I've heard. I haven't really experienced that, but I've gotten a little bit more help. My goal for 2018 was to start getting more organized and efficient, and I got a part-time assistant. So it enables me to leave the office a little more, job sites, not having to pick up materials and run everywhere, up and down the I-5 corridor is what I call it.
So do you go to both Tuesdays and Fridays, or do you pick one? Or?
I have been going to both. I missed a couple the last month, but I try to go to both. It's totally different. I feel like there are some of the same people, but there are a lot of different people, and I feel like a whole different vibe Tuesday and Friday.
It is, and so
yeah.
you're gonna hear this coming here in a second. By the way, look at all these lights. It's like we're in Vegas.
I know.
You've seen those on the video already, huh? All right, so hold on. The water's. And we're back with Stephanie Prosser.
And we're back.
I feel like I could have my own show on TV or
You
something.
totally could.
I could. I kind of rock it.
Really could.
So you go to Tuesdays and Fridays. You miss occasionally, but you're there at Tuesdays and Fridays. And since you've started doing that, you've nearly doubled the referrals that are coming into you, doubled your business, in addition to what you were doing in the group.
Well, everything's referral based, and I feel like I'm sure everybody's like me. I don't really feel like I can't refer you unless I know you. And so by being at the meetings, you're getting to know these people. Or I try to do one-to-ones as often as possible. I've had to cut those back, but I try to do those and get to know people, and I try to refer people and do what I can to support everybody as much as possible.
We're gonna go through this dryer here. It gets kind of loud. So I want to go back on a comment you just made, which is a big nugget. We always have these nuggets. Nugget number one. All right, let's see. Hey, Mike Byers on. Wish Mike Byer a happy 50th birthday from last week.
Wow, happy 50th birthday plus 1 week.
I think it was actually on Sunday was his birthday. Hey, Mike Byer,
really?
happy 50 2 days ago.
There you go.
So you said, by the way, have you been to boot camp?
I have. I was
Okay.
like the third person to go through there. You don't even remember. What's up with that?
That was almost like a year ago.
I know.
So here's what you just said, is you can't refer people if you're not there and learning about their business so you can refer them. Is that what you just said?
Right. I need to know them, develop some sort of connection or relationship with them, and you have to be there to do that.
Okay, so if you didn't start showing up actively and consistently until, say, November, December type time frame, right?
Well, was active before that.
You were active before that,
I
yeah.
was pretty active.
But so whenever it was that you decided that you needed to start coming on a consistent basis, before that period when you were just using the Facebook group, the number of referrals that you give other people has had to increase dramatically as well.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Because you weren't getting to know anybody before because you weren't there.
Right.
So that's a huge thing. So this is what we talk about in boot camp a lot, guys, is this networking thing is a team sport. So Stephanie just hit on it, is that a lot of times people show up to a networking group because your thing is, well, how much business can I get out of it? You know, that's your barometer of, does networking work? Will I get business out of it? And of course, that's what we're all going for. But in the team sport concept, here's what you got to realize too. Everybody else is counting on the same thing, and you can't refer anybody unless you're there to meet them and learn what they do. And the thing is, a lot of times they can't refer you either because they don't know about you. So it's really, you're going there to educate other people about your business so they can be your sales force, but you're going to be somebody else's sales force as well. That was a huge nugget, and I think there's a lot of people, when they finally get that, go, oh, that's why I got to show up. It's not just about me. I've got to learn about everyone else. Because here's what I know too, if you're like Gil Quante's mode is he gives a ton of referrals, and when he started giving more and more referrals, he started getting more and more business back. Because all of a sudden people, they have a different relationship with you. They're on a whole different stratospheric level. And his business, they did $7,000 in the first year. They did almost $50,000 in the second year, and that's when he started going to all the meetings, just like you are. And he was giving more referrals. He was doing more one-on-one, just like you're doing. That seems to be kind of like a secret sauce recipe right there.
It is. I don't, getting work out of the group is a bonus. I like to help people. I've become almost known as the Rolodex for a lot of my nonprofits that I volunteer on and family, because I feel like I know, and I have like a little secret book of people I know, and everybody comes to me. Do you know somebody does this? Do you know somebody does this? I've become like a little Rolodex.
So you're a resource for everyone, not only in the group, but you're a resource for
my family,
for your
friends,
family. That's awesome.
I'm a part of, yeah.
So tell me then, when you're in the room, when you show up, just like today, we're heading back towards the casino. We'll probably be back there in 10, 15 minutes or something, and then the meeting's going to start at 11:30. So you're going to be way earlier today. You're going to be earlier today than you've ever been.
I know.
What are you going to do with yourself?
I don't know.
There's other people you can talk to.
I was talking to people, yeah.
So what is your mode? Number one is, what time do you typically try to show up for a meeting? And then once you're there, what's your mode of operation? What do you try to do?
The goal is to be there at least 15 minutes before. That's the goal. On Fridays, that's challenging because I have a kid and I have to get her to school, so I'm always like a frantic, crazy person. And usually I'm walking in a little, a few minutes late, and you usually call me out, and I turn red, embarrassed. But I try to get there at least 15 minutes before to, walk around, say hi, find a seat. I hate having to run over there and get a seat and try to squeeze in somewhere. But I feel like that happens to me often. What was the rest of the questions? What
do you do once you get there?
once I get there, I don't usually have a lot of time. I know usually you want to walk around and talk to everybody and connect. But I usually sit down, find me a seat, and I'll start talking to whoever's at my table. Like last week was I got to sit like 3 new people at a table. So I sat there and literally talked to them and told them all about Ignite You. They had lots of questions, told them how it worked. And I've been really trying to sit at a table where I don't know somebody. That's really hard because I like to sit with people I know and catch up, but
it's easy to get into that routine, isn't it?
It is, yes. Like last week, I think it was Tuesday, Friday, it was Friday. I went out of my comfort zone and I sat at a table with 3 people almost that whole table was new. I didn't know anybody, one person.
Were they new as far as they were guests, or they were new members?
3 were brand new, the first day there. And the rest were fairly new. I'd never even met them.
So, I think they all signed up. Might have been.
They did. I know the 2 gals did. Yeah.
So I know we had 4 guests, we had 5 guests, I think, and 4 signed up. There's only 1 person. On our sign-up rates right now are just through the roof. They're almost 100% every single week.
Promotion.
And
an awesome group.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, so when you're there, obviously you were talking about 3 brand new people, and you're making them feel welcome. You're explaining how things work, and that's another bonus right there for the rest of the group. That here's what people don't realize here. There's nugget number 2, guys.
I'm on a roll with nuggets.
She's on a roll with nuggets. She's the nugget queen. So we have guests in the room that have never been there before, and it's a big deal to be able to get the guests to say, yep, this is the group we want to belong to, because now those are people that we all get to connect with and work with and maybe do business with. You just never know who's going to show up in the room. Like Stephanie's talking about the people that she's connected with, like John Lawler from Serve Pro and these people who have been big referral partners. Well, had they not joined, she would have missed out on the opportunity to connect with them. And so it's a big deal when people join, because we just never know how those connections are going to go. Well, I'm just wondering if the 3 people that would have been at her table, if they would have had a different experience. Maybe the people weren't outgoing and pleasant to be around as Stephanie was. If they would have said, geez, I just don't know if this is the group for me. So the fact that she went out of her way and made them feel comfortable, made them feel welcome, that plays a big part in their decision to join the group or not. And once again, that wouldn't have happened had she not been in the room. So if she just would have stayed on the Facebook group, right, those people would have never had the opportunity to experience her in person, and they may not have joined. And so that's another big reason. That's another team sport. For you guys who've been through boot camp, that's a dad thing. Come through boot camp and you'll understand what that means. So when you're there, you have little time, because especially on Fridays, because you got the kid that you got to get off to school.
Yeah.
So do you have some people we've had in the car? They like Kern Dillard. He has 3 things he wants to accomplish. Do you have anything you want to accomplish, or is it just I just want to go with the flow and connect with people and?
So I almost have a little secret to tell. I think I've told a couple people. Of course I come because I want to help people, and I want to grow my business, but I go for the atmosphere and the energy. I get in there and I get so pumped. It motivates me so much. I feel like I'm on top of the world when I leave. I really when I dropped off for 6 months and I was like, I gotta get back, it was more for me. Like, I was feeling depressed, and lack of motivation, and I go in the group and everybody is so upbeat and so positive and inspiring. And
you see those goosebumps?
I know, it to me, that is worth more than anything. And I always say the work that I get out of it is a bonus. It truly is.
So what is it about the room? So when you get there, what's going on in the room that pumps you up, that's so motivating? What is it?
I feel like even on the Facebook page, majority, I can't say everybody, but majority of that room is trying to truly help everybody else. We're all trying to we care more about your business and helping you than we do our own. So everybody is putting forth this family group effort to help everybody out and do things and think out of the box and do different ways to team up. I love seeing all these cool ways all the same industries are teaming up. I think it's amazing. I've never seen it anywhere else, and it inspires me. And it makes me be a better person and help people. And all the referrals that I've referred, nobody has totally let me down and embarrassed me or anything like that. So it truly is an amazing family of people that lift me up. I don't have a lot of people in my personal life that do that, so I get that from the group.
Wow.
So it's almost my hidden little secret that I don't tell a lot of people.
I would.
Now everybody knows.
Now everybody knows the secret's out, and that part right there was pretty crazy. And I'm wondering again, for how many people you were talking about, you don't get that kind of I don't know what you want to call it. You just don't get that support or that oomph thing. That from family, right? From family or friends. Now, isn't that crazy that the people that we would think we can count on the most are many times the people that we can count on the least? And we go to some place like an Ignite U, we walk in the door, the music is jamming, the energy is way, way, way up. You got people who are high-fiving you when you walk in the door. And it's on a Friday morning and you're going, oh my gosh, maybe it's kind of a downer to get up, and all of a sudden you get there and go, wow, this is where I'm supposed to be. I just wonder how many other people feel that. Well, I think there's a lot of people feel that, and I think that's why they come.
Right.
I think your secret is not a secret. I think a lot of people are in the same boat, because I've heard that same thing from a lot of people that are like, wow, this is the place I just got to be. Another question I have for you. Do you network other places?
I used to, be a part of Chambers and Master Builder, and I've done BNI a couple times. I do volunteer on one nonprofit now. I had to cut back. I only have so much time to give and do. So this is the only group that I do now, and I volunteer on one organization. That's it. I guess all the time. A lot of people ask me, and I'd love to, but I'm not going to join if I can't give my all.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to join and then I can't show up half the time. That's not fair to the group. That's not fair to me. That's just not fair. So I pick one group and give my all right now. That's all I can do.
So, and I'm not to badmouth any other groups and chambers or anything else. What do you think is the difference? So why are you putting all your eggs in the Ignite You basket versus anything else that's available out there?
It's the way it makes me feel. It's the energy in the room. It's the positivity. It's people telling me I can do it. It's all that. You don't get that in a lot of other groups. I haven't got that at any other group. It's just, I don't even know. It's just, I need that in my life, and I love that this group does it. Everybody is trying to help everybody, and I refer everybody. I use everybody at my personal house or within myself or my business. So I love that. It's like my family.
I love that. So what do you see happening as Ignite You grows? We're at, I counted this morning, we're at 432 members. My goal is over the next few years to get it up to 1,000 members. What do you see happening? How does that connect and correlate with your business? What do you think happens? I mean, do you think as we grow, if we're at 432 now, if we're at 1,000 and we double that, can you see your business doubling because of that?
I'm sure, depending on, we had a new person join that does cabinets. I'm really bad with names. She connected with me on Facebook.
Kitchen remodels.
Yeah, so we're going to meet up.
King's Kitchen Remodels. I was going to tell you got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then, I connected with the floor trader. It's awesome. And in construction right now is, I feel like there's a shortage of people in the industry. And so I think forming this group and forming all these connections to help each other out during times when we share labor. When someone's slow, I'll let you borrow one of my people. And it's awesome. I think that's great in the way that it should be. We all not cutthroat trying to steal each other's work. We are all trying to work together and help each other.
So we're live on our Facebook group right now, so the members are going to be able, they're seeing this, they're watching it, they can watch anytime. But we'll also put this out onto YouTube, and we'll share it out there so the general public can see it. So if someone is out there and maybe they're in a networking group right now, or maybe they're looking, what would you recommend for anybody would you think that Ignite You is good for any business? Are there certain businesses that it wouldn't work for?
No.
Or is it good for everything?
It's good for any business that I've seen. I mean, if you're direct sales, if you're carpet cleaning services, everything in that group, I see people. If you put what I always tell the gal at my table, if you put it, you get what you put in it. If you put your heart and your time into it, you're gonna get something out of it. But obviously not directly sell into someone's face. Get to know them as a person.
Right. Totally agree.
Yeah.
So what do you have any other nuggets to share with people? We're getting ready to pull back in the casino. This has been one of my favorites. This is just awesome. I love seeing people when they come into our group, and even if they get you had a slow start because you had your other businesses and you weren't there. Here's what I loved about it though, is that when you switched businesses, you stayed with us. And so there was something there that made you go, this is the place I want to be. And I love that. I love watching people who are taking their businesses to a much higher level. And you have obviously taken it to a much, much, much higher level. Do you have any big nuggets for people on how they can make this networking thing work for them?
I mean, I've got 2. Maybe I can go for 3 here. I would just say, I know we've said it I've watched all the other car rides, but it's so true. It's being here, it's connecting, being real, getting to know people on a personal level. I know I won't refer somebody if I don't personally know you, and I have to form that connection, and I have to know you by doing that. So, but I know it's challenging sometimes depending on your schedule, but at least try to make it when you can, and if you can't, be really active on the Facebook page and try to get to know people as best as you can through there. I think Zach does a really, really good job of that. It's really out of
with
the box.
With his videos?
Yes, it's really out of the box, and he goes to people's businesses, and I think that's awesome. That's one thing I love about this group. Everybody's so like thinking out of the box. I love it.
I love that. I'm just backing in here, folks. So, I love how that Facebook group. We didn't have a Facebook group from the beginning, and one of our members suggested it, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's give that a whirl. And that thing is just changed everything, because it gives people an opportunity like Zach right now to participate.
Like I've never met Zach, but I feel like I know him. I've never sat at a table. I've never met him. I've seen him in the
Hey Zach,
room.
did you hear that?
I've
And I know.
met him,
I
but
bet you're
feel
still
like I know him.
watching.
Like I want to sit down and have a one-to-one with him about.
So
some
she
ideas and,
feels like she already knows you, and she's never met you. So did you pick that up, Zach?
Yeah. So I feel like what he's doing is working, and it's out of the box, and it's. It takes time to make those videos and do that, but he's giving his time to, reach out and get to know people.
And you hate videos.
And I want to know him because of that. I do hate videos, but I'm overcoming this right now.
So how many secrets and nuggets did you just give me? You said you had 2 or 3.
That's like 3. I'm going to go for 3.
You're going to go for 3?
Yeah.
Does that mean you have another one?
3. That was my third one.
That was your third one. Okay.
I don't know how you put it.
We just talk about so much stuff. So, for a lady who doesn't like video,
I don't.
you crushed it.
But I didn't. I tried to look at the screen,
You crushed it. So, because I'm seeing everyone, I'm making their comments, and that's the fun part.
Nick Baker from Boy has been trying to get me to practice this after the meeting. He's like, come on, let's just do a test dummy. Just let's do it in the boot camp on the inside. I'm like, I'm not ready.
Well, now, that's kind of funny, because I just told you we're getting in the car. So last week I said, what are you doing next Tuesday? And I kind of told her we were going to take a car ride. She agreed to it. So
I know. Then I was freaking out all weekend, hyperventilating about it.
So, here's something. So would you consider yourself, so this will be our last point, and would you consider would you consider yourself typically a shy person?
Yes.
Overall?
Yes, overall.
Which is why you don't like necessarily doing videos. Mm-hmm. You're kind of quiet. Mm-hmm. So here's my takeaway on that one. Someone who's shy and quiet, who doesn't like to do videos, doesn't necessarily put herself out there in a normal situation, can come into Ignite You and develop relationships with people in this room, in our group, in our membership, and pull on many months right now $16,000, $17,000, $18,000 a month out of it for her business. So there's got to be something, there's some connection there, that even if you are that shy, quiet person, you still can come in here and you can still be wildly, massively successful. So a lot of people think, well, you've got to be that over the top person. You've got to be the one, the say like a Nick Baker, who is out there, who's not worried about making a fool of himself, which sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. I love that guy.
Memorable.
It's very memorable, and I always like watching people like that, because I'm not like that. I'm actually like Stephanie, which most of you may not know.
Crazy. No,
I'm the nervous guy and stuff. I'm the shy guy, unless we're in a room of people that I'm familiar with, like at Ignite You or like on these videos. But I think that's a big thing for people to realize, is you don't have to be that one that's going over the top crazy to do anything. You can be the shy one. You can be anywhere in between. You can come into Ignite You and create relationships and be uberly successful, like Stephanie Prosser.
Yep.
You rock it.
Thanks.
Shake on it.
Thanks.
Nicely done.
And my free car wash. Thanks.
Free car wash, courtesy Classy Chassis. All right, gang, we are going to head into the casino. We're going to start getting stuff set up. And if you get a chance, come over here. Stephanie's going to be here. She's here early today.
I am.
So if you want to do a one-on-one with Stephanie, and you're like within 5 minutes, get over here right now, because she's got about 45 minutes so she can meet with someone right now if you're around.
I know, right?
This never happens, right?
No.
So hopefully we'll see you guys in the room today. On Tuesdays, we've had over 100 for the last 2 weeks in a row. Let's see if we can go for number 3. We're looking forward to having a whole bunch of new guests and new members join today. And so we're looking forward to seeing you guys. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. And thank you, Stephanie Prosser, for being in the car with me.
Thank you.
We'll see you all soon.
Bye.